Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments.
Oh, we're going in this one? Alright. Okay. Hall of Attainment. Almost level 42. That's pretty nice. It's dark in
now
here,
I'll
man.
show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions.
There's no one here. Ooh, chest. I'll steal. Got anything else worth stealing? Yeah. Steal. Alright, that's enough. Plenty of time to steal. I need to learn magic first.
Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards.
Oh my god.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
Is this where we're going? Hall of Countenance? I don't want to just go in there if I'm not supposed to yet. Though I guess I could. I don't really need her to show me around. Oh, nope. She's going this way. Ooh.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Okay.
Illusion really is the least appreciated of the schools of magic.
What do you have to say,
Don't
bud?
bother the Arch-Mage unless
You
it's
can see me?
Of course I can.
Confound it all, I was quite sure I was invisible. Or at least transparent.
Is there any college business I can assist with?
There may be a matter in which your skills could be useful. The various points of focus for magic energies around the college have become polluted and need cleansing.
Alright, I'll help.
Very well. These specially enchanted gloves will allow you to delve directly into the focal points for these energies. Go to each focal point and remove whatever impurities you may find there. Return the gloves to me when you have finished. Please exercise caution. This is not a procedure without possible consequences.
Mystic tuning gloves. Let's see what those are. They sound cool. Oh, those are sweet! Oh, I can't wear them with my gauntlets, though. They don't do anything. I just want to see what they look like.
Time.
Hard to tell. They don't really match. That's okay. And into the Hall of Elements. I think this is actually where we're supposed to go for our, yeah. Our,
You know, they say
Dawnguard
knowledge
quest.
is its own reward.
If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
Running smoothly. Can you make my game run smoothly?
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well.
What you learn here
We
will last
couldn't
you a
control
lifetime.
magic.
Several.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control. Mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
What are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of.
Yeah.
Give us a chance to show you what we can do.
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do?
think we should learn something practical.
Is that so?
See, he agrees with us too. Why don't you actually show us something?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells?
I have a ward spell, but I've never really used it.
That's what this lesson is for. Perfect time to try it out.
Yeah,
Now,
I'll never use it
you
again.
Just stand right over there. I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me.
So I guess I should probably equip my ward. Ward? Ah, lesser ward.
Wouldn't want anyone else in the way.
Cool. You gonna do it, bro?
Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you.
It's
Over
up.
there, please, just opposite me.
What? I'm freaking doing it.
Else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up.
I gotta wait for my magicka to go up, you jerk. Alright.
Hold still.
Yay.
Work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
Sweet. I want to talk to people first. Hey,
Good
what else you got to
visit.
say?
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations.
Train me in alteration?
I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
Oh, I've already trained this level, I guess.
All right then.
Wait, no, I want to talk to you guys. You can't leave. Jazargo.
You are new, yes?
Wait.
Have you mastered the expert level distraction spells yet?
Not yet, but I will.
Ah, this is good. But Jizargo will know them first.
Yeah, I doubt that.
It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with Jizargo.
You seem very sure of yourself.
There is much for Jizargo to be sure of. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Jizargo will be successful. Of this there is no doubt.
Why did you become a student at the college?
Mages in Cyrodiil are all about politics. The Synod and the College of Whispers are too busy guarding secrets to bother to teach. Skyrim was not Jizargo's first choice, but Winterhold is removed from politics, dedicated to study. This is the place for Jizargo to become great.
We'll see about that.
May you walk on warm sand.
Hey, who are you?
If
Finis
you require
Jester.
assistance with summoning techniques,
Gester.
please
Jester.
let me
Gester.
know. If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college.
Are there many conjurers outside the college?
Not within society, no. Many who practice within the School of Conjuration do so on their own, secretly. Thalion is the only one I know who is public about what he does. He was once my teacher here, but left the college years ago.
Why did Thalion leave the college?
He didn't like the Arch-Mage, hated dealing with him, hated having to answer to him. Thalion said he hated what this place was becoming, so he just left. Arin found a note on his desk, and that was it. I understand he settled down in Hjalmarch, and his presence there caused something of a problem. All right then.
Yeah, what does this douche have to say? Arkano?
Another new apprentice, I see.
Sounds
are
like
you
a
of the
little
sort
wiener.
that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely.
What is it you do here?
I am an advisor to the Arch-Mage. The Thalmor wish to promote relations with your college. I am at the Arch-Mage's disposal if he requires advice.
Does the Arch-Mage often ask for advice?
Perhaps not as often as he should.
Yeah, I didn't
In
think
time, I believe he will be more trusting.
so. Don't really care about the Thalmor. Not gonna lie.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim. The local Nords may not like us very much, but they don't seem to mind having access to enchanted weapons and armor.
What about you?
All right.
Savos Aren.
You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not spoken.
No, we haven't.
Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Aren, Arch-Mage of
Ah.
the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear?
Dangerous research must be a problem here.
Not often, no. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us.
What's the purpose of the college?
Purpose? I should think it's self-evident. Magic is a true power, not something to be shunned by commoners, or treated as an amusing diversion by politicians. It shapes worlds, creates and destroys life. It deserves proper respect and study. The college is a place where we can focus on that, without the pressures of the world weighing down on us.
And I'd like to know more about the college's history.
I've seen documents dating back to the late Second Era. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid.
What happened in the last few hundred years?
The Great Collapse, as it has come to be known. An unfortunate natural disaster that ravaged the area. The college fared far better than the city of Winterhold, but it was not left untouched.
What caused the Great Collapse?
No one is sure of the cause. Some believe the eruption of Red Mountain had far-reaching consequences that were only felt years later. I know there are some who have blamed the college, said that we were responsible. I assure you this is not the case.
Tell me more about the Great Collapse.
The Sea of Ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end. Winterhold was ancient and weathered, but it couldn't withstand the sea's fury. Entire districts of the city were lost overnight. The waves receded in time, but the damage was irreversible. Most residents of Winterhold abandoned what was left of the city. The college survived, and so here we remain.
Cool story, bro.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
That actually is interesting. The Great Collapse. Whoa, lots of people. Neria.
It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you. It's all lies.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No? Well, then she hasn't gotten to you yet. But she will. And don't you believe a word of it.
Okay. What do you know about Arkano?
Don't trust that one. He's up to something. Most here are up to something, of course, but in his case, it's not good. I haven't figured it out yet, but I will. He is rather handsome, though, isn't he?
Nope.
Until next time.
At this time,
Alright,
I would
so-
like to make a few
Oh, I want
statements
you.
regarding
Meet Tolfji outside Sarthal. Patience of a Saint. What is this? The Soul Cairn. Oh, that was the... Okay, from the Soul Cairn. Discover the location of the Elder Scroll, the Dragon Elder Scroll. Okay, so that's what is leading me up here. Because that was supposed to be in Winterhold. So I guess I'm going to go talk to somebody about it. I'm assuming. I don't know. But it wants me to go up here. It goes out to a balcony, I would guess. Oh! So this is the check us out that said if I want to talk to her, I should come in here. Let me get, do I have candlelight? Just because it's so damn dark in here.
Greetings.
Olivia Maroney.
Confound it all! This page too! That makes 5 in total. This is unacceptable!
Something the matter?
A page from one of these texts, and 4 others. Torn right from the spine. I've consulted with Urog's apprentice girl, and she insisted, rather emphatically, that none of these tomes have been checked out for years. I told the girl that wouldn't preclude a thief from browsing the cases, however. I don't blame her, though. It's the head librarian's duty to keep more sensitive texts behind sealed doors. Or perhaps it's the fault of the one who trained him, not to be more perceptive of sensitive texts. In either case, the result is the same. It is as I feared. Someone has managed to steal key pages from the writings of Trectus.
So these 3 different Trectus people? Forgotten name for a powerful man, founder of the guild. Birth name of the mage Shalador. You speak of the king of worms. Birth name of the mage Shalador.
Shalador created Labyrinthian, and his imprint echoes across Skyrim. But I speak of another. Trectus is the birth name of Vanus Galarian, former Sigic monk, student of Iachasis, and founder of the Mages Guild.
Dang it, I picked the wrong one. How is it Master Groshub made such an obvious error?
It is not an error. It's far more likely that Urog holds an opposing position regarding the substance of these texts. Not to mention a stubborn refusal to recognize that a controversial theory might actually have merit.
Explain this theory.
The majority of scholars are split between 2 disparate camps. Some believe the texts are worthless scribbles written by a child, one who had yet to grasp the vastness of his destiny.
Okay.
Others contend that the author is not Vanus himself, but a pretender hoping to profit from the mage's name. Both camps, however, are in agreement that the texts themselves have no intellectual merit.
So then why does it matter?
They are either an amusing reference for biographers and historians, or an elaborate hoax that vexes the very same.
So why search for them if scholars believe them worthless? That's what I would say.
There are some, however, who attribute the text to a different origin. Not the young Trectus, but the elder Vanus Galarian. The theory states that Vanus wrote the text in the guise of his younger self, precisely so that scholars would question its authenticity.
Okay.
By diverting the eyes of those who seek power, it provided an extra layer of security, in addition to the cryptic nature of the text itself.
I'm interested in how Galarian encoded his texts.
Each book is a cleverly crafted tale that hints towards the ideals of a particular school of magic. However, the overall narrative is unimportant. From what I have gathered in my time here, it seems the school of magic is simply a mechanism. For instance, I found lighting a text with an alteration spell revealed a hidden message written in an ink altered to mimic a human soul. Of course, without the knowledge to light the aura of life aglow, the mage's search would end there. The chain continues until one reaches the destination, the final pages that contain detailed notes on the crafting of a new spell.
May I see the texts?
I'm afraid not. The texts are evidence, and the methods Galarian used to encode the journals must undergo further study. Once I have informed Urog of his omission, He will add the works to this library's collection, along with the missing pages, should they be retrieved. If you have scholarly interest, however, I can share with you the 5 tales of Galarian's youth. They are quite interesting.
That's enough. Maybe
As you
later.
will.
I don't want to spend the entire episode just listening to
Until
this
next
chick
time.
talk. So let's talk to Urag, because I guess he knows something about the Elder Scroll.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs.
Yeesh.
Now, do you require assistance?
You take your work very seriously.
Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials.
Are there any special books you're looking for?
As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study, but more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us.
Alright, I doubt I'm ever going to find those. This is quite an impressive library.
A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact.
I'm looking for an Elder Scroll.
And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about?
Of course I do. Do you have one here?
You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it.
I need to find one and was told you could help.
I don't know who told you that, but I'll do what I can. What we do have are plenty of books. I'll bring
Hooray.
everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
Alright. Give me damn books.
Yes?
Eleanor.
Have you seen Master Tolfdir's
Bookworm.
Olympic? He came by
Try not to
looking for
spill
it again
anything
today.
on them.
I swear, there's
where?
one
This?
like him at every college.
Okay. Effects of the Elder Scrolls. Oh boy. Take. And Ruminations in the
behind
Elder Scrolls. Jeez. Ask Urag about the Insane book. I do want to read those. We'll
Still
wait,
here.
we'll wait. I don't want to get midway into this quest and then have that be the end, and then we go on to
There are
episode
6
100 since we're in
different
episode
libraries.
99 now.
Master Grosham
So we'll
called
wait, because I do want to
character.
read those
I
2
call it
books.
dust.
So we'll come
I don't want to
we'll
see
come
you
back to
treating
that.
any of these books poorly.
Wait,
Clear?
what do you have to say? Eleanor Bookworm.
Hello, I'm Master Grosham's apprentice, Eleanor. If something were to happen to the Master, I would take over as librarian, which, at this rate, will be anywhere between someday and never.
You don't think you'll ever be a librarian?
Not until Master Grosham retires or passes on. I know he looks old. Well, because he is. Way too old for an orc. I'm convinced he's immortal. Sometimes I think Master measures time by the era, which means unless I start a competing library, I'm stuck being an apprentice forever.
Competing library sounds like a great idea.
Really? I meant it as a joke. But it's cute you thought I was serious.
That's pretty dark. Don't kill the librarian. Show some skin and nobody will care about decrepit old Urag and his dusty books.
Then I wouldn't be a librarian. Now would I?
I bet you overhear a lot of conversations working here. Any interesting rumors?
Just the one. Let's just say Neria and Ferelda are having Surges enchant more than just items.
Heyo. It seems Sturgis Tyrannus has much to teach all of us.
I don't even want to imagine the kind of lessons you're referring to. So I won't.
Good luck with that.
Thanks. Come by any time.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Is this him, that Tyrannus guy? No.
There are few places where
It was
one
some
can
old
pursue
dude.
my type of work without fear of persecution.
Let's unequip this quest since I'm not going to be doing that. And we will go, let's go out here on the balcony. Because I bet it's purty. It sure is. Look how nice that looks. That doesn't look as nice, but... Well, guys, I'm going to call that an episode here. And we'll just prepare to come back for episode 100. I think you guys are definitely going to enjoy it. I have some fun things planned. So we'll see you guys in the next one, I guess. Later.